that? Well, I say, if he's perfectly healthy, he'd be working. Huh?
Are you tired of it raining every day?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was working a reindeer home years ago. I mean, no, he he had both his knees fixed. I did. Yeah. They got her ready to hang. Yeah.
Which one now? What pin number? 3 and 4/17.
Top six is fine. I don't know why they. I told Chris.
Eddie, you got Nancy's card?
Huh?
You got Nancy's card in your pocket?
Yes. You're not plugged in or anything.
Hey, Scott. No, we haven't. We're going, we're going tomorrow night. We're going dancing. Saturday night, I think we're going. Nancy's supposed to meet me today. We're going to Ruidoso this evening. And, somebody's, our daughter in-laws, they have a house out there, and they say there's been a good bit of activity all summer. You know that? It's raining out there now, so it's nice. Yeah, it's nice to rain. Yeah, I think Colorado and Oklahoma both hotter than we are. Yeah, they say Oklahoma's hotter than we are. All right, everybody on inside. Come on, man, get a good seat. Let's go, everybody on inside. Here we go. Okay, everybody, well, look at right eye.
You're welcome.
116 now on. 116 out of one on the money now on. Every one dollar one dollar one. Every one dollar one dollar one dollar 60 1 2. Every $1 now 2 3 4. Bit of 5. Bit of 7. Bit of 7. Bit of 8. 68 9 dollar 9 70. Bit 1. Bit 1 dollar 1. Every $1 71 171. 172 at 2.2 now 3 2 3. So 172 Lone Star 1. All right, better deal right here. $2 now one, $2 now one, $1 1, $2 now one, money one, and about $2 now one, $1 two, a bit of 202, 202, 203, 203, 203, 203, 4, 24, 4, 4, 4, 5, a bit of 7, a bit of 7, a bit of 8, 208, 9, 9, 9, 9, a bit of 9, 208, Lone Star 1, Lone Star 1. Tell the red cow, red cow. 7 hand, 148 9, $148 9, money 9, $8 9, 9 9 $9 9 50, 158 now 1, 51 2, bit of 3, bit of 4, bit of 5, bit of 6, bit of 7, 57, 57, 156 Lone Star. Okay, a little bit red in the right eye. 110, 112, 110 and 12. Money, 12, a bit of 110 and 12. 112, a bit of 14, a bit of 16 and 18, a bit of 18, 20, 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 126, 8, $8, 30, a bit of 32, a bit of 2, 4, 34, 36, 36, 38, 40, 41, 2, 42, a bit of 2, 141, Marty, 25. Watch him a little bit. 195, $96. 195, money 6. 196, 197, 198, 199. $2, $2, $1. Everybody $1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 203, 204, 205, 205, 205, 6, 7, 207, 8, $8, $9, $9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, 211, 11, 12, 12, 211, Lone Star 1. 211, Lone Star 1. Good bulls here. 205, 206, 205, 206, 7, 7, 7, 8, 208, $8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 210, 211, 211, 211, 12, 13, 13, 13, 213, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 217, 18, 18, 18, 218, 217, Lone Star 1. It happened at $135, $36, $35 on the money, $6, 35, 36, 7, 37, 37, 38, $39, $9, $9, 40, 41, 141, $1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 45, 6, 47, $7, 8, $8, $9, 9, 50, 50, 51, 50, 149, that'll be Marty, 99. Here we go. It's happening $2 now one, $2 now one, $1, 1, 201, 201, money 1, 2, 3, 203, 203, 34, 5, 205, 26, 26, 27, 27, 28, 28, 28, 28, 28, 207, Lone Star 1. It happened at 130 now 1, 30, 1, 1, money 1, 130 now 1, 2, 4, 32, 4, 6, 8, 38, 38, 40, now 2, 4, 42, now 4, 142, 4, 4, 4, 4, 9, 4, 9, 4, 9, 4, 142, and that'll be Marty 44. Marty 44. $7 $139 2 $139 2 money 2 $2 $132 $130 now 2 $4 $4 $6 $6 8 $38 $40 $140 $140 $140 $138 Tom 5 $160 now one. $160 one. Money 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 67, 8, 8, 9, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 79, 9, 99, 178, Marty 25. Okay, lay him over now. It's happening. 125, 27, 125, 7, money 9, 31, 33, 33, 35, 37, 137, 9, 9, 41, 41, 3, 5, 45, 147, 7, 9, 9, 9, 49, 51, 53, 153, 5, 5, 7, 7, 9, 9, 61, 3, 5, 65, 165, 167, 7, 165, Marty 25, Marty 25, 175, 77, 75, 77, 175, 79, 9, 77, 9, 81, 81, 83, 185, 87, 89, 91, 93, 95, 97, 199, 99, 201, 201, 201, 201, 201, 201, 199, Nolan number 29. Nolan 29. Good bull. Hey, 205, 206, 205, 206, 207, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 11, 211, 211, 12, 12, 13, 213, 14, 15, 215, 16, 17, 18, 218, 217, Lone Star 1, Lone Star 1. It's having a hand, 145, $146, 145, money 6, $6, 45, $46, 47, $7, $8, $8, 49, 50, 1, 2, 3, 52, 3, 3, 152, Marty 25. It's happening. 140 now one. Everybody 140 now one. Money one. Everybody 1, 2, $2, 2, 3, 42. Now 3, now 4, now 4, now 4, now 4. 143, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 143. Marty 25. Marty 25. Marty 25. Okay, Bynum Ranch cows checked at the ranch. Okay, most of them have a 1 or 0 year brand on them. 145, $46, 145, money 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 150, 150, 150, 51, 51, 51, 52, 52, 52, 152, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 154, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 57, 57, 57, 57, 58, 58, 59, 59, 60, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 65, 6, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 8, 9, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 170, 169. That'll be Marty number 37, Marty 37. That's happening here. Same deal. 155, $56, but it been 155 now. $6, 55. Now say money 6, 7, $7, $7, $8, $9, $9, 59, 61, 2, with the bit of 4, with the $2.49, 62, 4, 6, $8, 70, with the bit of 2, with the bit of 4, with the 74, 6, 78, 80, with the bit of 182, with the bit of 2, 4, with the bit of 82, 4, 6, 86, 86, 86, 184, show number 8, show number 8. Year branded right there with 0. 7 hand, 170, now 1. It 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, $8, $9, $9, $78, $9, 179, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 85, $85, 184, 85, 85, 85, 85, 184. Now to be lady number 15, lady 15. All right, sell 2 cows, $155, $156, 55, now $6, 55, $56, money $6, 7, 57, 58, 58, 59, 59, $60 down 1, hit with 1, 2, with a bit of 3, with a bit of 3, 4, with a bit of 4, 164, 163, Lone Star. 7 hand, 135, $36, bit of 35, $36, bit of 6, 7, bit of 7, 36, 37, 38, 38, $39, $9, $40, bit of 40, 140, 140, 141, bit of 1, $2, now 3, bit of 3, 44, bit of 5, bit of 5, 6, bit of 7, bit of 7, $8, $8, 9, 49, $9, 50, bit of 51, bit of 1, 2, bit of 2, 151, Marty 27, Marty 27, 20. 37, Marty 37 on them. Marty 37. Have $2 now 2, $2 now 2. On the money 2 4, 2 4, 2 6 8, 2 8 10, 12, 14, 16, 2 16, 2 18, 2 20, now 2, now 2, now 4, now 4, now 4 6, 2 28, 2 28, 30, 2, 4, 34 6, 36, 38, 40, 2 42, 4, 6, 2 48, 48, 50, 50, 52, 2 4 4, 54 6, $8, 58, 58, 60, 2, 4, 264. 262, and that'll be Marty. 8, Troy 8, Troy number 8, Troy number 8. Over there, 150 now 1, EBITDA 1, going on 150 on the money now 1, 151, EBITDA 1, EBITDA 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 162, Lone Star. So one about your choice. 144, now 5. 144, now 5. A bit 4, now 5. And money 5. A bit 4, now 5, 6. 46, now 7. Not a 7, not a bit 8. 48, 49. 149. One about 50. 150, 150, now 50, 50, 1. A bit 1, not 1, not 1. 51, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Bit 3, bit 4, bit 5. 55, 55, 55, 55, 154. Show number. Both of them. He wants them both. Show 13, 2 head. It's having $145, $146, 7 money, 7, 8, 9, $49, $9, 49, 50, 150, 151, 51, 52, 3, 3, 4, 5, $156, $6, 6, 96, 155. That'll be Marty 25, Marty 25. Every cash, 250, now 2.5. 250, now 2.5 on the 5, 7.5. $60, now 2.5. 5, 5, 7.5, 70. 270, 2.5. Now 5, 7.5. 80, 2.5, 85. 85, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. 280, 2.5. Show number 19. Show 19. All right, check that. The ranch, 250, now 2.5. On the money, now 2.5, 5. 255, 7.5, 60, 2.5, now 5, now 7.5, 70, 70, 2.5. 275, 5, 5, 7.5, 77.5, 277.5, 80, 2.5, 5, 85, 285, 285, 280, 2.5. Show number 8. Okay, Woodward Livestock. Woodward Livestock out of Woodward, Oklahoma. Okay, they will not be sound. 170 now one, everyone down to one, $170 everyone down to one, money one, 171, two, 4, 72, 46, 76, 78, 78, 2, 82, 3, 4, 5, 7, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 91, 190, and that'll be Marty 4. Wait the cow, 150 now one, 150 on the money now one, 2, 3, 52, 3, 4, 54, 55, 56, out of 6, 7, out of 7, out of 7, 8, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 164 Lone Star. Seven here, $3 now $5, $3 now $5, $3 now $5, $3 now $5, money $5, $3 now $5, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, 5, 305, 305, 5, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 10, 310, 12 and a half, 15, 312 and a half, capital 34, 155, $156, 55, money 6, 7, 7, $8, $9, 61, $1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 64, now 5, 164 Lone Star. Okay, two little cows, take them all if you want. It's 7.5, 180, now 2.5, 180, 58, 2.5, money, 2.5, 180, 58, $2.5. Okay, you're buying two little cows, you can take them all if you want. 180, now 2.5, money's down 2.5, 5, 180, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 90, 190, 2.5, 5, 197 and a half, $2, $2, 2.5, 25, 25, 7.5, 10, but a bit of 10, 12 and a half, bit of 15, bit of 15, 15, 15, 212 and a half, and that'll be Troy number 15. Okay, we got two big ones left, two bigger ones. 7.5, 160, now 2.5, now 2.5, on the money, now 2.5, 165, now 7.5, 170. 170, 2.5, 170, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 170, now 2.5, better 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5, better 5, better 5, 3, 73, 4, better 4, 5, 75, 76, 77, 77, 8, 177, that'll be Troy 15, 280, now 2.5, 280, money 2.5, better 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, better 2.5, 280, D&D 10. Here, $3, now 50, now 5, 350, now 5, 350, now 5, 350, now 5, 350 on the money, now 5, 60, but a bit of 5, but a bit of 70, 370, but 75, 75, 80, 80, 380, 80, 80, 380, 80, 375. JD, is that right? JD, thank you. JD. $290, not 2.5, 290, 295, 95, 95, 290, 295, 297, 97, $3, 2.5, 302, 2.5, 305, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 10, 310, 310, but about 10, 10, 10, 10, but 310, 307 and a half, Nolan 27, 7.5, $3 now 2.5, $3 now 2.5, $3 now 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, but $3 now 2.5, $3 now 2.5, sell. Okay, show your choice. 302 and a 5, 305, 7.5, 7.5, 10, 310, one or both, 310, 310, 310, 307 and a half. Troy, number 6. He wants one of them. Troy 6. Okay, Shelter Breno, 290, now 2.5, 290, 2.5. Money 2.5, 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 290, fry number 28. Just fry 8 on the scale. Troy's on the scales. Heifer kind. Sell 2 reds. Two red, 310, 312 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, money 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 312 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20, but 2 and a half, but 5, but 27 and a half, but 327 and a half, 327 and a half, 7 and a half, 320, 30, but 30, 30, 30, 30, 327 and a half, Troy 1, 7 and 290, now 2 and a half, 290, but 2 and a half, on my 2 and a half, 5, 95 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, $3, $2 and a half, 5, but 305, 7 and a half, 7 and 10, 10, 10, 310, 310, 310, 310, 312 and a half, about 12 and a half, 15, 79, but about 79, 79, 315, show number 6, show 6. $1, 30 now 1, high 30 now 1, 30 on the money, now 1, 2, 32, 3, 54, 34, 5, $36, $6, 7, and $7, $8, 39, 139, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 145, Lone Star. $150 now 1, 150 now 1, money 1, 2, 152, 4, 152, 4, 6, 8, 58, 60, now 60, 160, $2, $2, 4, 4, 9, 4, 9, 6, 9, 6, 68, 172, 4, 6, 78, 80, 2, $182, 2, 18, 19, 19, 19, 180, Tom 5, 150 now 1, $1, 150 on the money, $1, $51, $1, $1, $2, $4, $154, 6, $154, 6, 8, 58, $58, 58, 60, 2, 62, 4, 4, 6, $68, $8, $70, 172, 2, 4, 4, 6, 76, 78, 80, 2, 4, 6, 88, 88, 90, 2, 4, 96, 98, 98, $2, $2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 6, 8, 10, 10, 12, 14, 14, 14, 16, 16, 16, 214. And that is what is 145, 147, not a 7, not a 9, 149, 52, 54, 5, 6, 7, 80, 72 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 80, 2 and a half, 185, 187 and a half, 190, 192 and a half, 195, 95, 97 and a half, 7 and a half, $2, 2 and a half, 5, 2 and a half, 10, 212 and a half, 15, 215, 15, 15, 15, 17 and a half, 217 and a half, 217 and a half, 215, that name is Miles. Thank you, Miles. 150, now 2 and a half, 150, now 2 money, 2 and a half, 152 and a half, 150, 2 and a half, 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 150, Marty, 44. Sale 3, little ones 3, little ones there. $3.50 now 5, $3.50 now 5, money 5, 355, 65, and 75, and 85, 385, 90, 90, 90, but 85, 90, but 90, but 90, 390, 39, 39, 385, JD. 7 and a half, 330 now 5, 330 now 5, 330 now money 5, 35, 35, 35, 335, 45, 55, 355, 65, 370, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 370, D&D 39. Okay, so choice out of the pile, 270 now 5. Money 5, 275, 80, 80, but 255, 90, but 95, 95, $3, 5. 310, 310, 15, but 15, 15, but 315, 315, 315, 20, 320, 320, 320, 320, 315. That'll be to Bluestem. 270, no, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 80, 5, 90, 5, 95, $3, 5, $3, 5, 10, 310, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 312 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 310, Nolan 27. Nolan 27. Say big one, $2.60 now 5, 265 money 5 at a 75 at a bit 280 at a 85 90, 295 95 at $3 5, 305 305 10, 310 310 310 $10 15, 315 20 20 25 at a 330 at 30 325. Patterson, wasn't that right? Patterson. $3.95, $3.95 and a $3.95, $10 and a $10.5, 10, 3 and a 5, 10 and 10, but a 310, 315, 315, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 40, 340, 340, 340, 335 Patterson. 190 now 5, 190 now 5, 190 5, 190 now 5, 90 now 5 money 5 195, 195 $2, $2 5, $2 5, $2 5, 10, 210 15, 215 20, 220 now 5, 230 5, 235, 235, 230 Tom 3. Abraham, $1.50 now 5, 150 now 5, 155 60, 155 160, 155 160, 60 160 165, 165 70, 70 175, 75 80, 80 85 90 90 190 190 185. Javier number 2. Javier 2. Okay, hold one there, Jody. One on the rail right now. The big one on the rail. Comes off. $2 now 5, $2 now. You're buying 4 head. $2 now 5, $2 now 5, $2 now 5, $2 on the money now 5, $2 now 5, $2 now 5, 205, 205, 205, 205, 205, 205, 205, 10. 210, 215, 215, 220, 220, 220, 225, 225, 25, 25, 25, 220 Javier, number 2. Abraham, 160 now 5, $160 now 5, 55, 5, 75, 75, 80, 5, 185, 185, 90, 190 now 5, 195, $2, $2 5, 205, 205, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 210, 205 Brian Hoffman. 230 now 5, 235 money 5, 40 5, 50 5, 60 5, 270 5, 80, 285, 285, 285, 285, 285, 285, 285, 280 Nolan number 76. Nolan 76. Good one there. 440 now 5, 440 now 5, 50, 45 now 50 now 50 now 5, 65 75, 480 5, 485 90, 5, $5, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 25, 35, 40, 50, 5, 55, 65, 75, 85, 85, 90 down $6, $6, $6, $6, $6, $5.95. That'll be Tom 3, Tom 3. 7 here, 370 now 5, 375, 80, 80, 85, 90, 5, $4, $4, 5, 405, 10, 10, 15, 415, 20, 5, 30, 435, 40, 440, 440, 440, 440, 435 JD. So one big one there. $3.40 now 5, $3.40 now 5, $3.40 now 5, 55, 60, 360, now 5, now 70, 375, 75, 80, 80, 85, 85, 90, 5, 95, 395, 95, 95, 95, 95, 390. Troy number 4, Troy 4. 450 now 5, 450 now 5, 450 now 5, 450 now 5, 60, 455, 60, 460, 55, 60, 5, 70, 5, 80, 5, 490, 90, 490, 90, 485. Russell number 3, Russell 3. $270 now, 2.5, 270 now, 2.5. On money, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 270 now, 2.5, 5, 275, 7.5, 80, 280, 2.5, 5, 2 to 7, 8, 90, 290, 290, 290, 90, 287.5. Tom, number 1. 270, now 2.5, 270 on the money, now 2.5, 5, 7.5, 80, 280, 2.5, 85, 87.5, 287.5, 287.5, 287.5, 285. Show number 8. It's 340, now 5. 340, now 5. 5, 45, money, 5, 55, 60, 5. 370, 5, 80, 5, 90, 5, $4, $4, $4, 5, $4 now 5. 5, 5, 5, $5, 5, $4, 5, $4. Troy number 45. Sell the black molly face steer. Many more you want. 380 and a 5, 380 and a 5, money 5, 90, but a 5, but a 4, out of 5, but a 10, but a 10, 15, 4, 15, 20, 425, 30, but a 5, but a 435, 35, 35, 35, 430 JD. He wants them all. 3 head. Thank you, sir. Okay, 2 blacks, you can take them all. 2 blacks, you can take them all. 450, now 5. 55, 60, 55, 75, 85, 95, and about $5, $5. 505, 510, 515, 20, 525, 30, 530, now 5, now 40, 540, 550, 5, 60, 5, 70, 5, 575, 575, 75, 570, and that'll be Troy, number 2. Troy 2. Troy, right, 2. 7 half, $4 now 5. $4 on the money, 5, 10, 10, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 440, 5, 50, 5, 460, 5, 70, 470, 465, 70, 70, 70, 465, H 38. 7 half, $4 now 5. Okay, sell the yellow one, $5 now 5. $5, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 5, 545, 50, 5, 565, 75, 75, 75, 75, 70, 565, Troy 2, Troy 2. 700, little short tailed, 440 now 5, 440 now 5, $4 now 5, $4 now 5, 340 now 5, 345, money 5, 345, 345, 5, 5, 5, 50, 355, 355, 365, 75, 80, 5, 90, 5, 95, 395, 390. H number 27, H 27, $5 now 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 5, 40, 5, 550, 555, 60, 5, 75, 80, 580. Both of you out, 580, 80, 80, 580, 580, 575, Tom 3, Tom 3. Say right here, 440 now 5, 440 now 5, 440 now 5, 440 now 5, 50, 450, 450, 450, 450 now 50 now 50 now 50, 450, 450, 445, JD. $7, 370 now 5, 375, money 5, 8, 75, 80, 5, 90, 5, 95, $4 now 5, 10, 15, 415, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 445, 445, 440, EC 37, EC 37. Two more, pick 2 you like. 330, now 5. 330 on money, now 5. 335, 40, now 40, now 5, now 50, 55. 360, 5, 65, 365, 365, 360. Troy number 3. They have 330 now 5, 330 now 5, 330 now money now 5, 40, 45, 345, 50, 350, 350, 350, 350, 350, 345 D&D 24. Silver red one, $3.39.5. Red one, $3.30 on money, $5.40. $3.40 now $5.50, $55, $60, $55, $70, $55, $3.80, $85, $85, $90, $95, $95, $3.95, $95 on $4, $4.05, $4.05, $10, $4.05. That'll be D&D 4, $5 now, $5 now, $5 money, $5, $10, $15, $20, $5, $30, $5, $40, $5, $50, $55, $55, $60, $5.60, $5.60, $5.55, H33, H number 3, H3. It's happening. $2.50 now $5. $2.55 money and $5. $2.50 now $2.5. $7.5. It is $60. $2.5 now $5. Now $7.5. $2.67.5. $7.5. $2.67.5. $2.65. Nolan 29. It's happening. $2.50 now $2.5. $2.50 now $2.5. $2.50 now $2.5. $2.50 now $2.5. $2.5. $2.5. $2.50 now $2.5. Money $2.5. 50, 2.5, 250, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 5, 5, 55, 55, 55, 7.5, 60, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 265, show number 8. $2.70 now $5. $2.70 now $5. $2.70 now $5. $2.70 money $5. Money $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, $2.70 D&D 94. Sell big one, Charlotte, $2.90 now $2.5, $5. $2.95, $95, Charlotte, $2.95, $2.95 now $7.5, $7.5, $3, $3, $3, $2.5, $2.5, $3.05, $3.05, $3.05, $3.05, $3.05, $2.5. D&D 5-3. $7.5, $3.50 now $5. $3.50 on the money, $5.65, $75, $80, $5, $90, $5, $4, $5, $10, $15, $4.15, $4.10 D&D 0. Never exposed. 185.7, 85.87, 185.87, 87.9, 187.9, 89, 89, 90, 90, 90, 90, 190, 192, $192, 1992, 192, 190, show number 8. Every happening, 270 now 5. 270 now 5, 270 now 5, 270 on the money now 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 270 D&D 93. Sell the bull calf with the tag. $3.16 now $5. $3.65, $75, $80, $5, $90, $5, $4 now $5, now $10, now $15, $4.15, $4.15, $4.10, $15, $15, $15, $15, $4.10. Troy number 4. $3.80 now $5. $3.80 now $5. Money $5, $90, $5, $4, $4, $5.10, $15, $20, $5, $30, $5, $40, $5, $50, $5, $4.65, $70, $4.70, $4.70, $4.65 EC 35. Single jackpot. 220 now 5. 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 220 on the money now 5. 225. 225. 220 show number 77. It's happening. $2.70 now 5. $2.70 now 5. $2.70 now 5. $2.75 money 5. $2.75, $75, $75, $75, $75, $2.75, $80, $2.80, $5, $2.85, $2.90, $95, $95, $95, $2.90 lady. 94. Lady 94.
Okay, now we're going to Rodney Cruz.
Okay, cruise cattle from winners have had blackleg and triangle 5. Blackleg and triangle 5. 355, now 60, 355, 360, 355, 360, even the minimum amount 55, 7.5, 355, now 7.5, 355, 57, money, 7.5, 355, 7.5, 357, 60, 360, with a bit of 60, with a bit of $8.09, $9.09, 59, 60, 360, 360, 360, now 1, $1.12, 362, 2, 3, with a bit of 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, now 4, 5, 365, with a bit of 5, with a 5, with a 5, with a 5, with a second, 366, 367, another 7, another 7, another 7, another 7, another 7, 367, another 7, another 7, another 7, 366. Troy, show your weight. They go to Troy. Okay, hold the biggest one there. 350, now 2.5. 350, now 2.5. 350, now 2.5. 350, now 1. 350, now 1. It would 1, 1. It money's down. Now 1. 351. It would 1, 1, 2. 352, 353, 354, 354, now 4, now 4, now 4, now 5, now 5, now 5, now 6, 356, 57, 357, 58, 358, 358, 58, 57, half 8, 358, half, 358, half, 359, 359, 360, 361, $1, $1, $1, $2, now 2, now 2, now 2, now 3, 364, $5, $7, $7, $8, 368, $8, 367, Drake, number 6. 320, now 2.5. 320, now 2.5. On the money, 2.5. 320, 2.5. 2.5. 5, 25, 7.5. 327, 27, 7.5. 325, D&D 5.3. Let's have kind, good ones here, two-way kind. Okay, gonna hold 2 big ones. You're buying 4 little ones. $3.40, now 2.5. 340, now 2.5. You're buying 4 little ones. $3.40, now 2.5. $3.40 on money, 2.5. $3.40, 2.5. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5. 45, 47 half. 347 half, 50. 350, 2.5. 55, 55, 55, 355. 355, 7 half. 357 half. 357 half. 360, bit of 60, bit of 360, 360. 357 half, easy. Show your weight on them. 7.5, $3.20, now 2.5. 320, now 2.5. 320, now money, 2.5. 320, 2.5. 320, 2.5, 25, 25, 27 half. 327 half. 327 half, 7 half. 325, shoat 6. Shoat number 6. $3, now 2.5. $3 now money, 2.5, 5, but it's 7.5, 7, 8, 10, 12.5, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 320, 320, now 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 7.5, but 30, but 330, 2.5, 5, 35, 7.5, 40, 340, 340, but 340, 340, 337 half, Troy 1. Sell 1 steer, $3, now 5. $3, now 5, 10, 10, 15, with a bit of 15, 20. 320, 2.5, 2.5, 320, 2.5, 320. Lady number 94. 72, 90, now 2.5. 290, 2.5, 95, 95, 90, 2.5, 295, 295, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 290, 2.5, D&D 5.3. It's happening at 420, now 5, 420, now 5, 420 on the money, now 530, 5, 40, 5, 450, 55, 55, 65, 465, 70, 470, 70, 465 JD. It's happening at 330, now 5, 330, now 5. Sell one of both, 330, now 5, now 40, 5, 50, 5, 360, 360, 5, 365, 70, 370, 370, 370, 365, EC number 58. Sell a Hornman. 330, now 5, money, 5, 40, 5, 45, 50, 355, 355, 55, 60, 55, 70, 70, 370, 365, Troy 1. Every kind, two little ones there, $4 now, 5, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50, 5, 60, 5, 470, 5, 80, 5, and 90, 5, and $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, $4.95, H33. That's 7.5, 330, now 5, 330 on money 5, 335, and a minute 5, 40, 45, 45, 345, 50, 350, now 5, 355, 60, 360, 360, 355, capital, 92.
Wilford Wildy. Got his score.
Okay, Wilford Wildy here. They've been weaned 90 plus days, had covaccinate and triangle 4 plus PHK. Been wormed with side dectin. 90 days weaned, 90 plus days and had shots. Okay, hold on. 325, 330, 325, money, 30, 330, now 5, 330, 5, 35, 32 and a half, 330, now 2 and a half, 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 330, 2 and a half, 330, Troy, number 5. What's good cattle here? Had shots, been weaned, sell 4 or more. 340, now 5, 340, now 5, 340, now 5, 340, now 5, 340, now 2 and a half, 340, 2 and a half, 5, 45, 45, 7 and a half, 350, 350, 2 and a half, 55, 55, 7 and a half, 357 and a half, 360, 2 and a half, 360, 2 and a half, 5, 55, 5, 55, 55, 365, 360, 2 and a half, Drake, number 6. $3 now, 2 and a half. On the money, 2 and a half. $3 now, 2 and a half. 305, 305, 37 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20, 2 and a half, 3, 20, 2 and a half, 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 320, D&D 95. 7 and a half, $3.40 now 5, 340 now 5, 40 now 5, 340 now 5, 340 now 5, 340 now 5, 340 on money 5, 50, 350, 350, 350, 345, Troy, number 4. Three or more, pick 3 you like. 310, 12 and a half, 310, 312 and a half, 310 on the money, 12 and a half, 312 and a half, 15, 3 or more. 315, 12 and a half, 15, you do it, 15, 15, 315, 315, 315, 315, 315, 79, 379, 20, 320, 320, 320, 320, 317 and a half, D&D 95. $3 now 2 and a half, $3 now 2 and a half, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, money 2 and a half, 302 and a half, 305, 305, 2 and a half, 7 and a half, 3 7 and a half, 3 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 3 15, 15, 17 and a half, 320, 20, 2 and a half, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 322 and a half, JD. 270 now 5, 270 now 5, 270 on the money now 5, and the money 270, 80, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280 now 5, 285, 90, 290, 90, 95, 95, $3, $5, $3, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 50, 315, 315, 320, 20, 320, 315, lady number 95. Here can $3 now, 2 and a half, $3 now, 2 and a half, $3 now, 2 and a half, 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 $3 money, 2 and a half, 305, 305, 37 and a half, 7 and a half, 10, 10, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 3, 12 and a half, 310, Troy, number 5. 7 and a half, 320 now 5, 320 now 5, 320 now 5, money 5, 320 now 5, 325, 30, 5, 335, 335, 35, 35, 35, 330, lady 94. All right, same cattle handle, the same way. It's up in a 290, now 2 and a half, 290, but debate 2 and a half, on the money, now 2 and a half, 290, 2 and a half, 590, 595, 97 and a half, $3, 2 and a half, 302 and a half, 305, 305, 305, 7 and a half, 37 and a half, 307 and a half, 307 and a half, 307 and a half, 307 and a half, 305, EC 61. Two more. Pick three or more. Pick three you like. 3, 10, 12 and a half. 3, 10, 12 and a half. 3, 10, money, 12 and a half. 3, 10, 12 and a half. 12 and a half, 15. 3, 15, 17, 23, 22 and a half. 3, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 7 and a half. 3, 27 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 and a half. 3, 25, H 22. Two seven eight, 290, now 2.5, 290, 58, 2.5, 290, now 2.5, 290, 58, 2.5, 290, all money 2.5, 290, now 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 95, 97.5, $9, $3, $3, 2.5, 302.5, 305, 7.5, 10, 312 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 310, H 22. Two tall ones there, 250 now 5, 250 now 5, money 560, 570, 580, but a 2 to 590, 5, 295, 95, 95, 95, 95, 290 EC number 61. Hold one if you need to. Hold one if you need to. 280 now 2.5. 280 now 2.5. 2825 7.5. 90. 290 2.5. 595 95 7.5. $3. $3. 2.5. 5. 305 3.5. 10. But a bit of 10. 10 10 12 and a half. 12 and a half 15. 15 15 79. 20. But a bit of 3 20. 2.5. But a bit of 5. But a bit of 25 25 25. 322 and a half. D&D 93. 270 now, 2.5. 270 money, 2.5, 270, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 270, 2.5. Y'all see her right there. 270 now, 2.5. 270 now, 2.5. 250, 2.5. 250 money 5, 55, 7.5. 260 now 2.5. Now 2.5, 5, 65, 7.5. 70, 270, 267.5. Brian Hoffman. KMZ from Miles.
White tag 722.
You think that's for the right animal? 183 to 4. 185 at $6. 185 at $6. 85. 186. We'll get him going. Let everybody see him. There he is. 185. 186. 185 at $6. 185 at $6. 185 at $6. 185. 186. 81. Money 1, 2, 82, 83, 83, 183, 183, 182, Marty 17. Okay, is that where we're at now? Spring? Okay, boys. All right, wing cattle, virus shield 6. 3. 2 more, 325, 7.5. Here we go, 325, 7.5, money, 7.5, 320, 7.5, 30, 330, but a 30, 30, 30, 30, 2.5, 330, 2.5, but a 5, but a 35, 35, 35, 7.5, 330, 7.5, 37.5, 37.5, 37.5, 7.5, 335, Simpson, 37. $3, now 2.5, 5, 302 and a half, 305, 305, 55, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 7, 10, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 315, 15, 15, 79, 79, 20, but a 20, 20, 2.5, 320, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 320, Simpson 37, 7, 330, now 2.5, but a 330, now 2 to 5, 35, 35, 35, 7.5, 337, 40, 2.5, 5, but a bit of 45, 45, 347, 350, 2.5, but a 5, but a 5, 7.5, 360, 2.5, now 5, but a bit of 5, 365, 360, 2.5, Drake, number 6. Steer can $3.70 now, 2.5, but a 2.5, 5, but a 75, 75, 377, 80, 2.5, 5, 7, 92, 2.5, 92, 95, 97, 97, now $4, $4, 2.5, 402 and a half, 402 and a half, $4, D&D 35. Two little ones there. 370 now 5. 370 now money now 5. 80 bit 5. But 385 90. 5 95 $4 $4 5. But 405 10. 415 15 15 15 15 15 15 15 415 410 Troy number Troy number 25, Troy 25. $3.16 now 5. $3.16 now 5. Money 5 and it was 365. 75, 70. 5 75, 80, 85, 85, 90, 90, 95, 95, 95, 395, 95, 95, 390, Troy 5. 7 here, 290, now 2.5, 290, now 2.5, but a 290, now 2.5, 290, now 2.5, but a 290, now 2.5, but a 90, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 290, 2.5, but a 280, 2.5, but a 280, 2.5, 85, 8, 2.5, but a 2.9, 2.9, 2.5, 280, fried number 8, fried number 8. Bulls right here, $7.5, $3.20, now 5, $3.20, now 2, 5, $7.5, 35, and a 40, 55, 50, 350, now 50, now 50, now 50, now 50, now 50, 345, JD. It's happening at 370, now 5, 370, now 5, 370, now money, 5, 75, 75, 75, 375, 80, 90, 5, $4, 395, JD. Okay, you're buying 3 little ones. 2 over there and the little one here. Having a 330, now 5. 330, now 5. 330 on money, 5. 5, 35. 335. 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. 330. D&D number 24. You got 3 head. It's happening at $3 now, 2.5, 302 and a 5, money 2.5, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, 5, 305, 305, 55, 7, 8, 10, 10, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 55, 15, 17, 9, 17, 9, 317, 9, 317, 9, 315, shoat number 6. Okay, boys, been waiting 45 days and had 2 rounds of 9-way. Next 4 head. So right there, 7.5, 340, now 5, 340, now 5, money 50, 55, 360, 5, 70, 70, 370, 370, 375, 75, 80, 55, 85, 90, 90, 95, 95, 95, 390, Troy number 3. Troy 3. $3. Sell what do you got? Sell the tag, $3 now, and many more you want. 305, money 5. Sell the tag, many more you want. 5, 10, 3, 5, 10, 15, 15, 50, 50, 15, 3, 10, 15, 50, 50, 50, 50, 15, 15, 3, 15, Vicky out, 3, 15, 310, EC, number 6, 1. Tell them 2 head. 290, now 2.5, 290, money 5, 7.5, now $3, 2.5, 5, 3, 5, 305, 7.5, 7, 8, 10, 3, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 7, 8, 10, 10, 10, about 310, 307.5, shoat number 8, shoat 8. Okay, next 9 head, been weaned 60 plus days, 2 rounds of Division 7, 1 round of Bobishville, and Vista 1. Wing cattle, headshots, they're ready to go. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. $3.50 now 5. 350 now 5. 60, 365, 75, 75, 85, 90, 95, 95, $4, 5, 405, 405, 405, 55, $4. Troy number. Show your weight on. They go to Troy. 7.5, $3.40 now 5. 340 now 5. 50, 50, 50, 355, 365, 75, 80, 55, 90, 90, 385, 90, 85, 90. 90, 385, JD. Same cattle weaned 60 plus days, had shots. It's happening at 340 now 5. 340 now 5. Money 5. 340 now 5. 50, 50, 350, 350, 350. 345, 55, 355, 355, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 355, 355, 350. Troy 1. One or both, one or both. 340 now 5. 340 on money 5. 50, 55, 360, 5, 370, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 370. Simpson 35. $3 now 5. 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 $3 5. $3 now 5. $3 now 5. $3 5. Money 5. 305. 305. 305. $3 capital. Number 34. Double O. Nice. It's happening at 380 and a 5. 380 and a 5. 90, 85, 99, 395, 95, $4, $5. 405, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 7, 8, 10, 410, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 79, 79, 20, 420, 2 and a half, 5, 25, 25, 25, 427 and a half, 7 and a half, 27 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 425. Lady number 93. Boys are lighting their goods. Having here, $4 now 5. $4 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 450, 55, 55, 455, 65, 470, 5, 80, 80, 480, 480, 475, 80, 85, 485, 85, 85, 485, 480, EC 37, EC 37, $4 now 5, $4 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 40, now 5, 50, 5, 460, 5, 75, 80, 5, 90, 5, $5 now 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 505, that'll be H2, H2, H number 2. Say like a mirror, $4.20 now 5. 420 on the money now 5. 30, 430 now 5. 40, 440, 30, 45, 445, 440 now 5. 55, 5, 440. Troy 25. Troy 25. Hold one if you need to. Hold one if you need to. $5 now 5. $5 money 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 45. 540 now 5. 45, 45, 45, 45. 540 H3. 540 H3. Hold the stockade leg. Okay, stockade legged. 420 and a 5, 420 and a 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 55, 60, 55, 70, 470, 470, 470, 470, 465, H38, H38. Okay, 3 head of them. They've been weaned a couple of weeks and had an 8-way shot. 2 reds. Sell 2 reds. 290 now 2.5. 290 now 2.5. 290 2 reds. 290 on the money 2.5. 290 2.5. 290 290 290 290 290 290 290 8 D&D 53. $310 $12.5 black one 12.5 15 79 20 2.5 5 27 and a half, 327 and a half, 7 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 and a half, 30, 332 and a half, 32 and a half, 32, 5, 35, 35, 35, 332 and a half, JD. All right, Bynum Ranch cattle. They have had an 8-way shot in Fire Shield. Been wormed with Ivomac. 20 head of steers in the first deal. They had an 8-way shot in Fire Shield. Been wormed with Ivomac. You're buying 20 head of steers in the first deal. Boys, there they are. You like them. 315, 317 half. 315, 317 half. 3 money, 17 half. Got the money, now 17 half. 315, 16, with the bit of 350, 16, 17. 317, number 16, now 17, 18, with the bit of 318, 18, 19. 319, 319, 20. 320, with the bit of 20, now 20, now 1. 321, able to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, 2, 2, 2. 322, 322, now 3, with the bit of 3, 3, 3, 3, with the 3, 4. 324, now 4, now 4, now 5, with the 5, with the 5, with the 5. 326, 6 out of it, about a second, 6, 7, not a 7, not a 7, not a 7, 327, 27, now better 7, not a 7, second, 7, 327, 327, 327, second, 7, now half, 327, half, 328, 328, dollar 8, dollar 8, dollar 8, dollar half, 328, half, 329, 329, 9, out of it, 9, 9, 329, 328 and a half. Troy, show your weight on them. All right. Same cattle handle, same one. 305, 307, 305, money 7, 305, 307, 305, 307, 7, not a bit of 7, not a 7, not a 7, not a 305, 307, 378, 308, $9, $9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, over 311, 310, 11, 12, 312, 312, 313, 313, 14, 14, 14, 15, with a bit of 315, 315, 315, 15, 14, 15, 315, 15, 315, 315, 316, number 16, 16, 316, 316, 316, 316, 316, 316, 315 and a half, Troy, number 24. What's happening here? 315, now $17, 315, now 317, 315, 16, number 315, now $16, 315, 316, number 15, 16, 315, 316, on the money, $16, 315, 317, 316, 17, 317, 317, 17, 17, number 16, 17, 317, 317, 317, 317, 18, 318, now half, 318, 318, 19, 319, 19, now half, 19, 19, 920, 320, now 20 with a bit of 20, 20, 20, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 319 and a half, Troy, number, show your weight on.
I was looking down writing a price, I couldn't see.
Okay, buying 15 head here. 335, now 7 and a half, 335, 37 and a half, 335, 7 and a half, 335, 37 and a half, on the money, 7 and a half, now 40, 340, 340, 340, now 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 45, 45, 45, 7 and a half, 350, but 50 now, 50 now, 52 and a half, 350, 2 and a half, 355, 55, 7 and a half, 357 and a half, 60, 360, 2 and a half, but 5, but 5, 7 and a half, 367 and a half, 70, 2 and a half, 370, 2 and a half, 75, 377 and a half, 77 and a half, 377 and a half, 375, Troy, number 27. All right, starting in on the heifers. You're buying 14 head, 305, 307, 305, 307, 305, 307, 7, not a 305, 307, 7, 307, 307, on the money you say? You do it? 305, money 7, not a 7, not a 7, 307, 305, 306, out to go, 305, 306, $7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 308, 9, 39, 310, 311, 311, 311, 12, 12, 12, 312, 312, 312, 312, 311, shout numbers. 61, yard him off. Give him a pin. Shoat 61, yard him off. 7.5, 320, now 2. 322, now 2. 320, now 2. 2, 2, now 2, money 2. 320, now 1. Money's down, now 1. 321, out to go. 321, another one, 321, 321, 321, 321, 321, 320, Troy 1. All right, came right with them. It's happening 280, now 2.5, 280, now 2.5, 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 281, not a 1, 280, now 1, 281, 81, 281, 280, money 1, 281, 81, 2, 282, 83, 83, 284, 284, 5, 285, 285, 285, 284, 5, 6, 286, 286, 86, 85, now 6, second, 85, 86, 85, 86, 285, 86, 285, Troy, 26. $7.5, $3 now, $2.5, $3, $2.5, $7.5, $10, $12.5, $12.5, $12.5, $3.10, $12.5, $15, $15, $15, $15, $15, $15, $17.5, $20, $3.20, $3.20, $2.5, $2.5, $3.25, $2.5, $5, $7.5, $3.27.5, $3.27.5, $3.27.5, $3.25, Troy 1. 7.5, 330, now 5, 330, now 5, money 5, 40, 45 at a 3, 45, 50, 50, now 50, now 350, 350, 350, 350, 350, 350, 350, 345, Troy 3. Two big ones there. 270, now 2.5, 275, 55, 2.5, 5, 277 half, 80, 2.5, 85, 87, 287, 90, 290, 2.5, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 295, now 7, 297 half, $3, $3, 2.5, 302 and a 5, 305, 7, 7, 10, 10, 10, 310, 307 half, Nolan, number 95. Nolan 95, 290, now 5, 290, now 5. On the money, now 5, 290, now 5. 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 295, 295, 290. D&D 53. Okay, sell the bull calf. One bull calf, 340, now 5. 345, 50, 350, now 5. Now 16, now 5, now 70, 55, 75, 80, 80, 380, 380, 85, 85, 85, 85, 90, 90, 90, 390, 390, 385, JD. Black Baldy. Two black baldy. 7 330, now 5. 330, now 5. Money, 5 at 40, 55, 55, 60, 360, 355, 65, 65, now 5, 5, 5, 360, Troy, 5. Okay, watch his eyes a little bit. Born like that. I hadn't heard him one bit. 240, now 5. 240, now 5. 240, now 5. 240. 240, now 5. Money, 5. 245, 50, 255, 260, now 5, now 70, now 70, 275, 80, 85, 285, 285, 285, 285, 85, 85, 285, 280. Show number 7, show 77. Cheers. It's 7.5, 310, 12.5, 310, money, 12.5, 15, 79, 20, 320, 2.5, 5, 25, 25, 27, 327, 327, 7, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 32, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 330, Troy number 27. Every kind, 17, 16, now 5. 260, now 5, money, 575, 80, 85, 285, 282 and a 5, 85, 7, 92 and a 5, 95, 95, 295, 295, 292 and a half, D&D number 89. Okay, had Boba Shield Gold and Worm with Iva XL, the big one. $2.40, now 5. $2.40, now 5. $2.40 on money, now 5. $2.40, $5.50. $2.55, $55, $65, $2.65. $2.65, $5.70, $2.75, $2.75. $2.70, show number 8, showed 8. $7.5, $3, now 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 17, 20, 2.5. $3.25, 27, 30, 3.30, 3.30, 3.30, 3.30, 3.27.5. D&D number 327 D&D 93. Okay, Gary Johnson cattle. They have had a 7-way shot, triangle 5. 7-way and triangle 5. Okay, sired by Richard Angus Bulls, and they are good. He got the goods right here. Yes, sir, you like them good. Gary Johnson. $2.75, 7.5. $2.70, 7.5, 80. $2.95, 7.5, 90. $2.95, 95, 97.5. $2.90, 7.5. $3, $3, $2.5. $3.5, $3.5, 3.7, 7.5, 7.5. $3.05, 3.7, 3.05, 3.7, 3.05, 7.5. $3.7, 3.7, 3.05. Nolan, number 95. Okay, boys, 7 more up. Little brothers. 7.5, 305, 37.5, 305, 37.5, 305, 7.5, 305, 7.5, money 7.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 312, 312, 13, mid 14, mid 14, 314, 13, 14, 314, 14, 14, 14, 314, 313, Nolan 27. That's happening. $3.20, now 2.5. $3.20, now 2.5. Money, 2.5. 22.5. $3.25. $3.27.5. $3.27.5. 30. $3.30, 2.5. $3.35. 35 and a 337.5 and a 37.5. 337.5. 337.5. 337.5. 335. Simpson 37. Top one, big one. Top one, big one. 250 now 2.5. 250 now 2.5. 250 2.5. 250 now 2.5. Money 2.5. 250 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 55 55 7.5. 60 2.5 now 5. But 7.5. 70 but 2.5. 5 75 7.5. 80 but 2 8 2.5. 5 85 7.5. 290 but 2.5 but 9 2.5 2.5 2.5. 290 Nolan number 95. Sell a little heifer. Sell a little heifer. 7.5, 350 now 5. 355 money 5. 355, 355, 60, bit 5, bit 70, bit 5, bit 80, bit 5, 385, 385, 85, 85, 85, 90. 395, 95, $4, $4, bit 10, bit 10, 15, 15, 20, 425, bit 30, bit 30, 430, 425, EC 37. 7.5, 390 now 5. 390 now 5. 390 now 5. 390 now 5. 395 now $4, $4, $4, $4. 395. $4, $4, $4, $4, $3.95. JD. Seven ham, and it was happening. $135, $36, $135, money $6, $35, $36, $35, $36, $7, $7, now 9. 39, 40, 1, 2, 42, 43, 43, 33, 44, 44, 94, 94, 94, 143, Marty 25. It's happening at 440, now 5. 440, now 5, money 5. 440, now 5. 445, 55, 50, 55, 455, 55, 55, 55, 450, D&D, but H38, H38. one big one. 7 $2.70 now 5. 270 on the money 5. 275. 75 80 but 285 but 90 but 5 but 95 $3. 5 but 10 but 10 15 20 320 320 320 320 315 EC number 61. 7 370 now 5 370 now 5 money 5 80 but 5 90 but 5 but $4 $4 5 but 10 but 10 15 415 20 but now 20 420 420 420 420 415 D&D 1. All right, had a black leg and triangle 5. 7 290, now 2.5, 290, 25, 95, 95, 95. 290, 2.5, 5, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95. 290, 2.5 D&D number 53. Two big ones. Steer cattle. 7 315, 17, 315, 317, 19, 21, 321, 319, 20, 321, 320, now 1, 2, 322, 3, 323, 4, 324, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 325, 324, Simpson 37. 270, 370, now 5, 370 on my 5, 80, 85, now 90, 95, now $4, $4, 5, $4, 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, 20, 420, 425, 25, 30, 30, now 5, 435, 35, 35, 35, 430, Troy number 25. 315, 317, 315, 317, money 17, 315, 319, 319, 21, 21, 323, 23, 35, 25, 27, 327, 7, another 7, another 7, 25, 27, another 7, another 7, 327, 325, Troy 1. Sell heifer, $2.40, now 5, 240, now 2.5, 240, 2.5, 240, now 2.5, 240, now 2.5, 240, money, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 240, 2.5, 240, 2.5, 240, show 8. It's happening 290, now 2.5, 290, 2.95, 95, now 7.5, $3, 2.5, now 5, now 7.5, 10, 10, 310, 310, 310, 310, 307.5, Nolan 27. Okay, boys, we've been waiting 45 days. Steers have had Pyramid 5 and Vision 7. Merch cattle. $3, now 2.5, $3, now money, 2.5, 3, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 12.5, 11, 3, 10, 11, 3, 10, 11, 12, 3, 12, 3, 11, 12, 3, 12, 3, 12, 3, 12, 3, 12, 3, 11, Simpson 38. Steers 330, now 2.5, 330, on the money 25, 35, 7.5, 337, 40, 340, 340, but it's 2.5, 14.5, 45, 45, 45, 7.5, 47.5, 8, 348, 48, 9, 349, 350, 350, 51, 1, 1, 2, 352, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 355, 356, 356, 56, 56, 56, 355, Troy 27. $280, now 2.5, 82 and a 5, 85, 2 to 5, 5, 5, 2 to 2.5, 2 to 5, 85, 85, 2 to 7.5, 87 and 90, 2.5, now 5, 95, 7.5, $3, 2.5, 2.5, 7.5, 7, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 15, 3, 15, 3, 12 and a half, Nolan 27. Well, here, $3 now, 2.5, $3 money, 2.5, 3 to 5, 7.5, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 19, 20, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 3, 27.5, 3, 30, 30, 2.5, 32.5, 5, 35, 37.5, 3, 37.5, 3, 37.5, 335, Drake's number 2, Drake 2. $7.5, $3, now $2.5, $3 money, $2.5, $5, but it's $7.5, $10, but it's $12.5, $15, $17, $19, $20, $2.5, $3.25, $7.5, but it's $3.20, $7.5, $3.25, $7.5, $30, but it's $3.30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $3.30, $3.30, $3.27.5 D&D number. You didn't do it? $3.20, now $2.5, $3.20, $2.5, now $5, $2.5, $3.20, $2.5, $3.20, $2.5, $3.20 D&D 5.3. 305, 3.7.5, 305, 3.7.5, 305, 3.7.5, 305, money 7.5, 307.5, 3.7.5, 8.9, 3.8, 9, 10, 3.11, 3.11, 3.12, 3.12, 3.12, 3.12, 3.12, 3.11, capital number 31. That March? Okay, handle the same way. Had been weaned 45 days. Another ranch. $4, now $5, $4, now $5, $4 on the money, now $5, $4, now $5, $5, 10, $410, 10, 10, 10, 15, $415, 20, $420, $420, $420, now $5, $425, 30, 30, 30, 34, 34, 32 and a half, $435, 35, 35, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 40, $440, 2 and a half, 5, 45, 45, 7 and a half, 447 and a half, 54, 54, 50, 50, 50, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 25, 55, 55, 7 and a half, 60, 460, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 460, Troy, number 25, 7 and 360, now 5, 360, now 5, 75 and 8, 55, 85, 95, and $4, $4, 5, 10, 15, 15, 25, 435, 40, 55, and 445, 55, 65, and 465, 465, 460, Troy 2, Troy 2. $380, not $5, $380, not $5, $380 on money, $5. Got the money or what? $380, not $5, $385, $85, $85, out there, $90, but $90, $95, $95, $4, $5, $405, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $15, $15, $20, $420, $415, now $20, now $5, $30, $430, now $27, $30, $430, $30, $27, $30, $430, $430, $430, $430, $427, Troy. Show your weight. $70 now $5, $70 now $5, $70 $5 money $5, 75, 75 80 now $5, now 90 now $5, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, $90 Javier number 4. It's happening at $3 now, $2.5, $3 now, $2.5. On the money, $2.5, $3, $2.5, $2.5, $2.5, $3, but $2.5, $5, $3.05, $7.5, $10, $10, but $3.10, $3.10, $3.10, $3.10, $3.10, $3.10, $3.10, $3.10, $307.5, Troy 6, Troy 6. Okay, you buy forehead, buy half. Forehead, $350 now $5. $350 on the money now $5. $350 now $5. 60. 5, but it's 70, but 5, 75, 80, but 385. 85, 85, 85, 90, 90, 90, 90, but 390, 90, but 5, 95, 95, 95, now $4, $4, $4, $4, $4, $4, 397, $4, $4, $397, that'll be Troy 3, Troy 3. Oh, deal goes with her 70 now 5. 580, 595. Now dollar bill 510, dollar 510, dollar 510, 10, 10, 10, 10, dollar 10. 105 Javier number 4. There they are. It's having a $3 now five, $3 now money five, 10 minute 15, 20 minute 5 minute 30 minute 5, 335, 40 minute 5 minute 45, 50, 355, 355, 365, 365 minute 5, 70 minute 70, 70, 370, 370, 370, 365. Troy, 1.
4H ring.
From Merchant, 4H4. That 8-way shot. You're buying 15 head of a 4H4. 320, not 2.5. 320, not 2.5. 320, not 2.5. Money 2.5. But 25, 27, 7.5. 327, 30. 330, but 30, 32, 2.5, 2.5. 330, 2.5. 5, 35. 335, 13.5, 7.5. 337, 337, 337, 37, 7, 7, 7, 7, but 7.5. 335. Troy 27. It's 7.5, 310, 12.5, 310, money 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 315, 15, 17.5, 20, 320, 20, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 25, 25, 25, 7.5, 7.5, 30, 330, 330, 2.5, 2.5, 35, 35, 335, 32, 9, 5, 5, 5, 5, 332 and a half, Troy 24. Steers, 7.5, 316, now 5. 316, now 5, 5. Money, 570, 370. Now 75, 80, 5, 385, 90, 90, 90, 95, 95, 95, 95. Now $4, $4, 5. 405, 55, 10, $10, 10. 45, $10, 10, 10, 405, 410. 405, Troy 5, Troy 5. Here comes have it here. $4 now 5. $4 now 5. $4 money 5. $4 now 5. 10, 10, 15, 15, 15, 4, 15. 410, 15, 15, 20, 420, 15, 20, 420, 425, 25, 30, 430, 430, 430, 430, 27, 30, 430, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 435, 35, 35, 35, 432 and a half, Troy 25. $3 now 2.5. You buying 3 at 3 on money 2.5. $3 now 2.5. 302 and a 5, 305, 55, 7, 8, 7, 8, $10, 10, 310, 12 and a half, 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 3, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 17, 3, 7, 9, 20, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a 5, 325, 322 and a half, shoat number 6, shoat 6. Right hind leg. Old deal goes with her. Watch her right hind leg. 160 now 5. 160 now 5. 160 now 5. 5, 5, money 5, 70. 175. 190, 190, 190, 190. 175. Javier 4. Let's have it in $3 now 40 now 5. 340 now 5. Money 5 45 45. 345 55 50 350 now 50 55. 355 55 60 65. 365 70 70 70 70 70 70. 365 capital 92. Every kind, have it hand. Good ones here. Leave it at 290, now 2.5. On money, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, 290. Capital 94. 7 here, 7 and a half, $3, now 2.5. $3. $3. What do you need? 2, 5, 7 and a half, 10. 310, 310, 12 and a half, 15, 315, 3, 12 and a half, now 15, 50, 50, 50, 15, 3, 12 and a half, Troy won.
New deal. Edmonton.
All right. Gene Edmondson, they weaned back in May. Had 2 rounds of Irish Shield 6 with Somnus. So one big one, one big one. It's happening at $2.90, now 2.5, 2.92, 5, 7 and a half, now $3, 2.5, 5, 305, 7 and a half, 3, 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 15, 3, 15, 3, 15, 17 and a half, 3, 17 and a half, 3, 17 and a half, 20, 3, 20, 3, 20, 3, 20, 3, 17 and a half, Nolan, 27. 315, 317, 20, 320, 2.5, 5, 25, 25, 7 and a half, 30, 30, 2.5, 5, 37 and a half, 3, 37 and a half, 3, 37 and a half, 335, and a bit of Simpson, 37. Hey, 2 ball face, $3, 10, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, money, 12 and a half, 15, 315, 79, 20, 320, 2.5, 325, 7 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 330, Simpson, 36. 7 and a half, $3, 40, now 5, 340, now 5, money, 5, 350, 50, now 5, 355, 355, 60, 5, 70, 5, 375, 375, 75, 75, 75, 370, and that'll be Troy, 45.
When they put it right in the middle of the road, for some reason.
So one big one, one big one. So one big one, 280, not 2.5, 280, not 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, money, 2.5, 280, but a bit 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, but a bit 280, but a bit 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 280, D&D 89, D&D 89, D&D 89, D&D 89. Still a big one there. 7 and a half, 290, now 2.5, 5. 290, 2.5, 295, 95, 95, 95, 95, 295, 95, 7 and a half. $3, but 2.5, but 5, but 305, 305, 305, 302 and a half. D&D 93, D&D 93, 320, now 5, 320 on the money, now 5, 325, 320, now 5, 25, 25, 25, 25, 320, D&D 24. So there, $3 now, 2.5, money, 2.5, $3 now, 2.5, 302 and a half, over there, 5, 305, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 310, 12 and a half, 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 310, that'll be H22, H22, $3 now, 2.5, money, 2.5, 3 to 5, but it was 7 and a half, 10, but it was 12 and a half, 15, 70 and a half, 370 and a half, 370 and a half, 370 and a half, 315, D&D 5. Okay, is this a wean way back November? That's really not. Okay, boys, long time wean. I've had 2 rounds of Vision 8 and with Spur and Bova Shield Gold. That share over there is 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, but a 310, not 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, but a 310, not 12 and a half, $3 now, 2.5, $3 money, 2.5, 302 and a half, 2.5, 5, 305, 305, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 307 and a half, 307 and a half, 305, Nolan. Number 95, Nolan 95, 95. You like yearling cattle, 3, 5, 7 and a half, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 7 and a half, 20, 320, 322 and a half, 5, 25, 7 and a half, 327 and a half, 327 and a half, 327 and a half, 325, Simpson 38, Simpson 38. 7 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 310, money 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 22 and a half, 325, 325, 5, 7 and a half, 30, 330, 330, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 330, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 330, Simpson 37. It's happening at 260 now 2.5, 260 now 2.5. On the money now 2.5, 260 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 265, 7.5, but a bit of 70, but a 2.5, but a bit of 2.5, 2.5, 25, 77.5, but a bit of 80, but a bit of 280, 280, 80, 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 285, 285, 285, 87.5, 287.5, 287.5, 790, 290, 290, 99, 90, 287.5. Show number 8. Show number 8. 7.5, 7.5, but it's 7.5, 290 now 2, 290, 24. 924, 29246, 98, 98, $3.2, 304, 304, 304, 3024, 3024, 4446, 368, $8, $8, $8, $8, $10, 10, 10, 310, 308, show 6, 8, put them on 8, showed 8. Weigh the cow, at a 7.5, 158, 85, $86. Weigh the cow, 85, $86, 85, we'll get her, 85, 86, 85, 86, 85, 86, on the money 6, 85, 6, 7, 87, 88, 9, 89, 91, it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 94, 5, 95, 96, $7, 7, 8, 98, 9, $99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, $6, 105, Javier, number 11. Long time Wayne. 270 now 2.5, 270 now 2.5, 270 now 2.5, but a 7.5, but 80, but a 2.5, but a 5, but a 7 and 90. 2.5 now 5, 295, 95, 95, 95, 95, 290, 2.5, D&D 89. All right, that 8-way shot. 7.5, 3, 10, 12.5, 3 and 10. See, you're buying 2 head. 3, 10, 12.5, 3, 10, money, 12.5, 3, 12.5. There's steers, 12.5, 15, 15. There's 17, 9, 20. 3, 20, 2.5, but a bit of 5, but a bit of 25, 27.5, 30, but a bit of 3, 30, 2.5, but a 5, but a 35, 37.5, but a bit of 3, 37.5, 7.5, 335. Troy, number 27. 290, now 2.5, 5, 95, 97, now $3, 2.5, but a 5, 305, 305, 302, 5, 7.5, 3, 7, 8, 10, 10, 12.5, but a 12.5, 15, 79, but a 3, 7, 20, but a 2, 3, 20, 320, 3, 17.5, Nolan, 27. Sell the big black. 290, now 2.5, 5, 290, 2.5, 5, 292, sell the big black. Right there in the middle on the rail now. 295, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 290, 2.5, Fox, 14. What about $3 now, 2.5, 302 and money, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 15, 15, 315, 317.5, 317.5, 20, 2.5, 5, but a bit of 25, 325, 2.5, 7.5, 30, but a bit of 330, 330, 330, through 2.5, but a 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, but a 2.5, 330, Troy. He wants a red. Troy won. Sell the black, 305, 378, money 7, 8, 10, 12.5, 15, 17, 20, 2.5. 22.5. One on the scales. 322.5. 320. H22 on the scales. H22. What's that, 7-way and triangle 10? And you buy 2 little ones, buy 2 little ones there. $3, now 2.5, 3 money, 2.5, 302.5, 3, 2 little ones, 302.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 25, 35, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 305, D&D 53, D&D 53, 290, 2.5, 5, 95, 295, no 7.5, $3, 2.5, 55, 305, 305, 305, 305, 302.5, Nolan 27. It's happening at 320, now 2.5, 320, 2.5, on money 2.5, 325, but the 5, 7.5, 30, 330, 2.5, 330, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, but a 2.5, 330, D&D 53. right, boys. I've had Vision 8 and been working with Ivomec. Okay, little black ball, many more as you want. 7.5, 316, now 5. 316, money, 5 at a 316, now 5. One over there, many more as you want. 316, now 5. 360, Troy, 5, Troy, 5. 7.5, 310, 12.5, 310, money, 12.5, 310, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 17, now 20, but a 322.5, 5. 27.5, 30, but a 2.5, but a 332.5, 330, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 330, D&D 50. 7.5, 7.5, 310, 12.5, 310, 12.5, 12.5, money, 12.5, 310, 12, 15, 15, 15, 79, 20, but a 322.5, but a 2.5, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 322.5, that'll be capital 35.
No story.
Okay, mark for ownership. 7.5, 320, now 2.5, 5. Money 7.5, 30, but a 332.5, 35, 35, 7.5, 37.5, 40, but a 340, 340, 340, 340, 337.5, capital 90. Okay, I had an 8-way shot. Okay, little light colored one and many more as you want. 7, 350 now 5. Money 5. 350 now 5. 60, but a bit of 5, but a 75, but a bit of 80, but a bit of 5, but a bit of 395. 95, $4 5, $4 5, $4 9, 5, 5, 10, 10, 10, 50, but a 15, 415, 415, 410, D&D 35. So 2 head. 2 head, 330, now 5, 330, now 5, money 5, 330, now 5, 35, 35, 35, 35, 40, 340, now 40, now 5, now 53, 55, 355, 60, 360, 355, Drake, number 6. 7, 420, now 5, 420, now 5, 420, now 5, 425, 420, now 5, 420, $4 now 5, $4 now 5, money 5, $4 now 5, $4 now 5, 5, 5, 5, $4, Troy, 25, Troy, 25.
Weaned with a 7-way.
Okay, win a couple of weeks, had a 7-way shot. Deer kind, $3 now, 2.5. Money, 2.5, $3 now, 2.5, 3.5, 3, 7, 8, 10, 12.5, 12.5, 15, 15, 15, 79, 3.17.5, 3.17.5, 17.5, 17.5, 3.15. Nolan, 27. Sell big one, $3 now, 2.5. $3 money, 2.5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 3.15, 3.15, 17, 20, 3.20, 2.5, but a bit of 5, but a bit of 27.5, but a bit of 30, but a bit of 2.5, 32.5, 35, 35, 335, 35, 332.5, that'll be Simpson, 37, 330, now 5, 330, now 5, 32.5, money, 2.5, 5, 37.5, 340, but a bit of 2.5, but a bit of 45, 45, 7.5, 350, 2.5, 50, 2.5, 55, 55, 57.5, 357.5, 60, 360, 357.5. Simpson, 36. $2.50 now 5, 250 on the money now 560, 5, 270, 5, 80, bit of 5, but 90, bit of 5, but a $3, 5, but a 10, but a 15, 320, now 5, now 30, now 5, but a bit of 335, 335, 330, D&D 94.
Went 30 days, had 2 rounds of 7-way with BR.
Okay, win 30 days, 2 rounds 7-way with BRB. 7.8, 16, now 5. 260, now money, now 5, 65. 265, 5, 5, out to go, 5, 260, Troy, 8.
Can I put these across the red edge or do you want to Yeah, I guess you got it.
Okay, so 1, heifer. Like I said, little boy. 340, now 550, 345, now 50, now 55, 355, 360, 365, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 95, 495, 45, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 410, JD. 7 here, 260, now 5. Money, 5, 260, now 570, 5, 80, 55, 290, 5, 95, now 5, $3, $3, 5. $3, now 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 310, 310, 310, 305, capital 5. 7 half, $3 now, 5, $3 now, 5, money, 5, 10, $10, 15, 315, 20, 20, and 320, 15, 20, 20, 320, 320, 315, 20, now 5, 30, 35, 335, 340, 45, 340, capital 59. Sell the black heifer, $3, now 5, $3, 5, $3, now money, now 5, $3, 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 320, now 5, 30, 330, 330, 330, 325, capital number 94. Sell a Brown heifer. 7 half, $3 now 5, money 5, 10, 15, 15, 20, now 5, 330, now 5, 40, 340, 335, 40, now 40, now 40, now 40, 335, Troy 1. 7 here, 310, 15, 310, money 15, 310, 15, 15, 50, 50, 50, 310, 15, 310, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20, 320, 32 and a half, 25, 25, 25, 75, 322 and a half, JD. 70, 2 big ones, 2 big ones, 2 big ones, 2, 370, now 5, 370, now 5, 3 money 5, 80, 85, 85, 385, 85, 85, 85, 385, 385, 380, D&D 4. 7 half, $3.50, now 5, 350, 565, 365, 365, 65, 55, 360, Wilford Wildy. That's 7 and a half, 420 and a 5, 420 on the money, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50, 5, 60, 5, 465, 70, 470, 470, 470, 470, 465, H number 4H4. Sell the big one, red 3, 10, 15, 310, money 15, 25, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50, 355, 365, 370, 70, 70, 70, 70, 370, 365, J. D. $5 now 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 55, 55, 65, 70, 575, 575, 575, 75, 75, 570. H number 3. Two blacks, 7 half, $3.20, now 5, 320, now 5, 25, money 5, 320, now 5, 320, now 5, 5, 5, 5, 320, lady, 94. Two, right there. 290, not 290, 29 money, 290, 290, not 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, capital 31. 7. One or both, 330, now 2.5. 330 on the money, now 2.5. One or both, 330, now 2.5. 5, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 40, 2.5, 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 45, 45, 47 and a half, 347 and a half, 347 and a half, 345 lady, 94. He wants a spot. Over there, $3.20, now 5. Money, 5. 325 going on, 320 now 5, 325, 25, 25, 25, 320 on the scales, capital 35. Two more. $3.29.5. 320 on 95, 30, 335, 40, 40, 340. Two more. 340, 40, 340, 335. Lady number 93. $3.95 on the money. Now $5. $3 now $5. $3.05. 10, 15, 20, 320 and a 5, 325, 25, 25, 25, 320, D&D 93. Africans, $7.5, $3 now, $5, $3 money, $5, $3.5, 10, 310, 15, 20, 5, 30, 330, now 30, now 5, 335, 35, 40, 40, now 40, now 40, 335, capital number 90. So one big one, 280, now 5, 280, now 5, one big one, 280, now 5, money 5, 285, 285, 90, 295, 95, $3, $5, D&D 89. Okay, D&D 5, change it to D&D 5. One or both. $3 now 5. $3.05. Money's in 5. 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 335, 40, 340 now 5, 45, 45, 50, 353, 53, 53, 50, 345. Wilford Wildy. He wants them both. That's the way to do that. It's happening here, $3 now, $2.5, $3 now, $2.5, $3, $2.5, $3, $2.5, money's down, $2.5, 302 $2.5, 305, 305, 375, 378, 10, $12.5, $12.5, 15, 79, 379, 20, $2.5, 320, D&D 94. Okay, you're buying all blacks. 330 now 2.5. Money 2.5. 330 now 2.5. 330 now 2.5. There's your deal. 2.5. 335. 35. 35. 37.5. 40. 340. 2.5. 5. 45. 45. 47.5. 350. 350. 350. 2.5. 52.5. 5. 357.5. 360. 60. 360. 357.5. Drake number 6. Drake 6. Sell Charlet, 350 now 5, 350 now 5, 355 money 5, 60 to 5, 75, 375, 80, 85, 85, 99, 95, 95, $4, $4, 5, $5, 10, 15, 415, 410, JD. Seller Red Martin, 310, 15, on money, 15, 20, now 5, 30, 55, 40, 340, 335, 40, 40, 40, 340, 335, D&D 53. 7 here, $3 now 5, $3 now 2.5, $3 money 2.5, 302.5, 302.5, 5. 305, 7.5, 37.5, 10, 310, 12.5, 15, 15, 79, 79, 20, 320, 20, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 325, 25, 25, 7.5, 327, 30, 330, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 55, 35, 330, 2.5, Simpson, 37. Zero there, 310, 12.5, 310, 12.5, 15, 79, 20, 2.5, 5, 27.5, 30, 2.5, 330, 2.5. Have both if you want. 330, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 330, Troy, number 27. And put this one on Troy 5. $280, not 2.5, 290, 2.5, money 2.5, 5, 87, 90, 292, 92, 94, 96, 96, 98, 298, 298, 298, 98, $3, $3, 24, 302, 46, 368, 38, 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, 308, capital 94. 70, 280, now 2.5, 280, 2.5, 85, 85, 85, 285, 7.5. Now 90, now 2.5, now 5, 97.5, $3, $3, $3, $3, $3, 297.5. Nolan, 27.
That should have been a new deal right there. Did I mess up? No, you're probably right.
Sell a Red Bull calf, Red Bull calf. 390, now 5, 390, now money, now 5, now $4, 5, 4, 5, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 425, 30, 40, 440, 440, 435, JD. Sell a black steer. $5 now 5, $5 now 5, $5 now 5, $5 5, $5 5, money 5, $5 now 5, 5, 5, 5, $5 EC 271. $450 now 5. $450 on the money now 5. $450 now 5. Okay, he's got a little bee sting. $4 now 5. $4 now 5. On the money 510. 410 15. 420 now 5. 425. 425 25 to 30. 430 now 5. 440 now 5. 50. 455. 455. 450. Tom 3. Tom 3. Two big ones. Sell two big ones, $3, now 2.5, $3, money 2.5, 302.5, 302.5, 2.5, 2.5, $3, capital 31. Seven here, 7.5, 340 now 5, money 5, 340 now 5, 340 now 5, 5, 345, 50 now 55, 65, 375, 80, 85, 85, 390, 5, 95, 95, $4, $4, 5, $4 now 5, 5, 5, 55, $4, D&D to 39. Sell the black, 320 now 5, 320 now 5, 320 now 5, money 5, 325, 30, 55, 40, 55, 50, 55, 60, 55, 375, 80, 55, 85, 390, 90, 90, 385, JD. 330 now 5, 335, money 5, 540, 55, 345, 55, 355, 355, 55, 55, 55, 55, 355, 350, Lady 94. Bokine here, $3.70 now 5, 375, 75, money 5, 375, 80, 55, 90, 55, 95, $4, 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 55, 430, 435, 440, 440, 435, 49, 40, 435, Troy number 4. Okay, sell the red and yellow, and many more as you want. Red and yellow over there, 330 now 5, 330 now 5, money 5, 330 now 5, 40, 55, 50, 55, 360, 55, 70, 55, 75, 80, 80, 80, 80, 380, 380, 380, 380, 380, 375, JD. 7 here, $3 now 5, 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 5, 5, 2.5, 302.5, 302.5, 2.5, money's down, 2.5, 302.5, 302.5, 302.5, $3, capital number 34. 7 here, 350 now 5, 350 now 5, 350 now 5, 350 on the money 5, 5, 5, 355, 55, 55, 55, 60, 365, 70, 75, 75, 80, 80, 80, 380, 380, 375, Lady 94. Here's 7.5, 390 now 5, 390 now 5, 390 now 5, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95. Now $4, $4 now 5, $10, $10, 10, 15, 15, 15, 410, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 410, Troy number 4. Okay, sell the white one over there. 270 now 5. 270 now 5. Money 5. Two white one over there. 275. 270 now 580. Bit of 5. Bit of 90. Bit of 5. Bit of 95. 95. 95. 290 D and D 5.
We're doing two.
Okay, hold your ticket. Sell the little ones. Sell the little one. 330 now 5. 330 now 5. Buy the scales. 330 on money 5. 330 now 540. 345. 345. 50. 355. 360 now 5. 370. 375. 375. 75. 75. 75. 75. 370 on the scales. Wilford will leave. Two or more, 7.5, $3 now, 2.5, 302.5, 302.5, 2.5, two of them, 5, 7.5, 10, 10, 12.5, 3, 12.5, 15, 15, 15, 17.5, 20, but 2.5, 2.5, 320, 2.5, 5, but 27.5, 7.5, 327.5, 325, D and D 93. Happening here, 280, now 5, 280, now 5, 280, now 5, 280, money, 5, but 80, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. 250 now 5. 250 now 5. 255, 5, 5, 5, 5, 255. 250 producers 49-200. Two kind 270 now 2.5. 270 now 2.5. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Over there, 270, 2.5, 5, 275, 7.5, 80, 2.5, 80, 2.5, 7.5, 290, bit of 290, bit of 295, now 7.5, $3, bit of $3, $3, 290, 7.5, Nolan, number 95. $2.50 now 5, $250 now 5, money 5, $250 now 5, a bit 255, 65, a bit 70, bit 5, 80, bit 2 to 5, 85, 85, 2 to 5, 2 to 5, 2 to 5, 280, lady 95, lady 95. 7.5, they are tested open. It's 7.5, 185, 7.5, 185, 7.5, 92.5, 95, 97.5, 97.5, $2, $2, $2, $2.5, 2.5, 205, 7.5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 20, 2.5, 25, 225, 222.5, show number 8. 7.5, 220, now 2.5, same cattle, tested up and on my 25, 27.5, 30, 232.5, 235, 7.5, 40, 240, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 240, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 240, 2.5, for yeah, 42.5, 42.5, 5, 45, 242.5, not name it. JC? JC. Okay, thank you, sir. JC. Tell heifer. That's happening. 280, now 2.5, 280, now 2.5, 280, 2.5, money, 2.5, 280, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 280, 25, 85, 7.5, 287.5, 87.5, 7.5, 87.5, 285, that'll be show number, show your weight on, goes to show. Sell a big one here, 250, now 2.5. On the money, 5, 7, 65, 75, 80, 5, 90, 5, 2.5, 7.5, 7.5, now $3, $3, 2.5, 3, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 305. Nolan 27, Nolan 27, 290, now 5, money 5, 290, now 5, 290, now 5, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 290, D and D 5-3. Two big ones. Okay, you're buying three head. You're buying three head. Okay, you don't get the last one. How much haven't you buying three head? 340 now 5. 340 now 5. 340. How many 5? 50. 50. 5. 355. 60. 360. 360, 360, but a 5, but a 5, 70, 70, 70, 70, 75, 75, but a 375, 375, 75, 80, 380, 80, 80, 380, 77, 80, 380, 80, 80, 377 and a half, Troy number 5, Troy 5. $4 now 5, $4 now 5. Sell one big one. $4 now 5 at the money. 5 at a bit. $4 now 5. 10 15 15 15 15 15 15 15 410. Troy number 25. 7 here. 380 now 5. 380 now 5 at a 380 5. 385 money. 5 at a bit. 85 85 85 85 85 85. 380 lady number 94. Two little one, two little ones there. 440 now 5, money 5. 445 and a bit of a 440 now 5. 440 now 5 and a bit of a 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and a bit of 5. 440 Troy 2, Troy 2. Sell a big one. 7 here, $3.50 now 5. 355 money 5. 350 now 5. 60 5, 70 5, 375. 75, 75, 80, 80, 85, 85, 85, 90, 90, 95. 395, $4, $5, $4, Troy 25, Troy 25. Okay, selling 2 over there, many more as you want. 7 there, 350 now 5, 350 on the money now 5, 350 now 5, 60, but 5, but 70, but 5, but 80, but 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, but 385, 380, Troy number 4, 3, Troy 3. 320 now 5, 320 now 5, money 530, 330 now 5, now 40, but 45, 50, 350, but 5, 355, 355, 5, 5, 5, 5, but 55, 55, 55, 350, capital, number 92. 7.5, $3.60 now 5, 360 on the money 5, but 5, 5, 370, 375, but 80, but 385, but 90, but 5, but $4, but 5, $4, 510, 15, but 15, 20, now 5, but 425, 425, 420, Troy 21. Big one, I'm going to sell a big one there. 330 now 5, 330 now 5, 330 now 5. One big one, 330 now 5. 335, 40, but 40, now 40, now 5, but 5, 50, 355, 355, 360, but 5, 365, 70, but 70, 75, but 80, but 80, 85, 85, but 85, 90, but 95, but 95, 95, 95, 95, 390, capital number 45. 7.5, $5 now 5, $5 now 5, money 5, but 5, 10, 15, 20, but 5, but 30, but 5, but 40, but 5, but 5, 50, 5, 560, 5, but 70, but 5, but 80, but 5, but 585, 585, 580, EC 271. Two more, $3 now, 2.5, $3, 5, 7.5, 7.5, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 79, 79, 320, 20, 2.5, 2.5, 25, 25, 325, 2.5, 5, 5, 5, 322 and a half, capital number 35. 270 now 5 and a 275 money 5 275 275 270 now 580 285 285 285 285 280 lady 94. Seven and 330 now 5, 330 now 5, money 5, 330 now 5, 330 now 5, 40, 40, 5, 50, 350, 350 now 5, 355, 55, 55, 55, 355, 350, Troy 3. Evercan 370 now 5, 375 money 80, 55, 90, 5, $4, 5, $4, 5, 10, 410, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 415, 415, 410, EC 37. Sell the bull, $3.20, now 5, and then 320 on the money, now 5, and then 330, with the 540, with the 5, and then 350, with the 5, and then 355, 60, 360, with the 60, with the 65, 365, and then 555, 360, lady 94. Two blacks, $3 now 5. $3. What do you get? Any two? $3 now 5, 10, 15, 20. 320 now 5, 330 with a bit of 30, 332 and a half 5, 35, 7 half with a bit of 40 with a bit of 342 and a half with a bit of 5 with a bit of 45, 7 half, 347 and 50 with a bit of 352 and a half with a bit of 5 with a bit of 5, 355, 355, 352 and a half. EC, he wants to switch them. He's EC 58, 2 head, EC 58. Tell black ball face, $3 now 5. $3 now 5. Hold it. That's still not right. Hold the solid black. $3 sell the solid black. $3 money 5. 3.5. 3.10. 3.10. 3.15. 20. 3.20 now 5. 3.20 now 5. 3.25. 25. 25. 30. 30. 39. 39. 39. 30. 3.25 capital 90. Tell one, big one. It happened. 170 now, $2 2. 170, 2, 4, 6, 8, 80, bit of 5, bit of 90, bit of 5, bit of 195, $2. $2, 5, 205, 205, 10, 10, 15, 20, 225, 30. 230, 230, 225, 30, 30, 30. 225, Nolan 29. Boom, number 280 now 5. 280 now 5. Money 5. 90 bit of 95. Now $3 but a 2 and a half bit of 5 but a 3 7 and a half. It is 7 and a half. 3 7 and a half. 305. Nolan 27. 7 and a half. 270 now 2 and a half. 270 now 2 and a half. On the money 5 7 and a half. 82 and a half. 85 7 and a half. 92 and a half bit of 5. 97 and a half. $3. $3. 297 and a half. $3 2 and a half. 302 and a half. 5. 3 5 7 and a half. 3 7 and a half. 305 JC. All right, my ranch cattle. Okay, boys, 29 head of them all together. There's 15 head in this first deal. My ranch. 15 head. Nice set of cattle right here. 340, now 2 and a half. 340, now 2 and a half. 340, now 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 2 money. 2 and a half. 5. 45. 45. 345. 347 and a half. 350. 350. 350, now 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 350, now 2 and a half. 351. 2. 352. 352, 3, 353, 4, 4, 354, 5, 355, 356, 356, 357, 357, 57, 58, 58, 58, 58, 358, $9, $9, 60, 361, 1, 2, 2, 3, now 3, now 4, 364, now 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 368, 9, 9, 70, 370, 70, 71, $1, $2, now 3, now 3, 3, 4, 5, 75, 6, 376, 6, 7, not a 7, 377, 376, and that'll be Troy. Show you weight on they go to Troy. Boys, they are good. Nice set of cattle. They are good ones. 7.5, 320, 2.5, 320, now 2.5. On the money, now 2.5, 320, 2.5, 320, now 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 320, 2.5, 325, 25, 5, 7.5, 327.5, 30, 330, 39, 39, 30, 330, 330, now 1, $1, $1, $2, $2, now 2, now 2, now 2, now 3, now 3, 333, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 37, 337, 37, 37, 37, 337, 336, Troy 27. Same good cattle. Steerkind 380, now 5, money 590, but 95, now 5, 495, 405, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, but 7.5, 4, 5, 7.5, 4, 7.5, 10, 4, 10, 4, 10, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, but 12.5, 410, Troy 5. All right, what do you got? 1. 280, now 2.5, 5, 7.5, 90, 2.5, 95, 97.5, $3, 2.5, 302.5, 7.5, 7.8, 10, 10, 10, 10, 12.5, 312.5, 15, 79, 379, 315, 79, 79, 79, 79, 315, shoot 100. Steer, $3, now 5, $3, 2.5, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12.5, 15, 15, 15, 3, 15, 3, 15, 3, 15, 3, 15, 3, 12.5, Nolan 27. 7.5, 7.5, $3, 20, now 5, 320, now 5, 25, 25, 25, 320, now 5, money 5, 325, 30, 335, 40, 340, 340, 40, now 40, now 40, 335, Drake, number 2. Drake, number 2. 7 or 280, now 2.5. You want some good ones? 280, 2.5, 7.5, 90, 2.5, 97.5, $3, 2.5, 5, but it's 7.5, 307.5, 307.5, 307.5, 7.5, 305, Nolan 27. Okay. Seven, 255, 255, 255, 95, 65, 70, 5, 80, 55, 90, 5, 95, now $3, $3, $3, 295, 7.5, 297, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 295, Nolan 95. Every kind, 7.5, $3 now, 2.5, 302.5, money, 2.5, 305, 3.7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 3.7.5, 7.5, 7.5. 10, 310, 12.5, 312.5, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 317.5, 315, shoot number 6.
They got a different look to them anyway.
Okay, 2 more. 2 or more, 310, 12.5, 310, 12.5. Pick two you like. 310, 12 and money, 12.5. 310, 12.5, 15. 315, 17.5. 317.5. 317.5, 17.5, 17.5. 315, lady. Number. Okay, 3 or more. $3 now, 2.5. Okay, leave it like it was. Lady, 9.4.
It's already red.
Getting some
Robert
free coaching.
that lady died and the brother from up there.
94. They are 90, lady 94. Okay, sell three big ones. Three big ones. 330, now 5. Three big ones. 330, now 5. On the money, now 5. 335, 335, 40. 340, now 5. 345, 50. 350, 355, 55, 55, 60, 55, 365. 365, 360, Troy 21. Heifer kind, they can do it all. 350 now 5. 355, 65, 75, 80, 85, 85, 90. 385, 90, 90, 85, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 390, 385, Wilford Wildy. Okay, got to get a bid price. Okay, look underneath him. 175.80. This is a bid price. 175.80. 180. Now 5. Now 90. Now 5. Now $2. Now 5. 25. 205. 205. 10. 210. 210. 215. 215. 215. 215. 215. 220. 220. 220. 220. 215. Brian Hoffman. Bid price on it. Okay, so over the tag. 7 or 216, now 5. 216, now 5. Money 5. 75, 85, 90, 85, 95, $3, 5. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 310, 310, 310, 310, 305. Nolan 27. Over there, 250, now 5. 255, money 5, 60, 55, 75, 85, 290, 55, 295, $3, $3, $3, $295. Nolan 29. 7 and $3, 10, 15, 310, money 15, 20, 30, 330, now 5, now 40, 340, 40, now 5, 45, 50, 350, 50, 50, 350, 350, 345, Troy 5. Okay, black heifer. Oh, they're 216, now 5, 216, now 5, money 5, 75, 80, 5, 90, 5, 95, 295, 295, 95, 95, 95, 95, 295, 290, Tom 3, $2, Tom 1, Tom 1, Tom 1, right here, $2, now 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 20, 5, 30, 235, 240, 245, 50, 255, 260, 265, 270, 80, 285, 290, 90, 90, 95, 95, 95, 295, 295, 295, $3, $5, 5, 10, 10, 10, 305, show 19. 305, show 19. 7 or 270, now 5. 270, now 5, at 275, at 75, money 585, at 90, at 5, at 95, 295, 295, 95, 95, 290, show number 8. That's some bulls. 7 and 270, now 2.5, 5, at a 7.5, 82 and a 5, 7.5, 90, 92 and a 5, 97 and a half, $3, but a 2.5, but a 5, but a 3, 7.5, 10, 12 and a half, 3, 12 and a half, 3, 12 and a half, 310, Nolan 27. We thought 26 more.
Another last card.
7 and here, 7.5, $3, now 2.5, $3, now 2.5, money, 2.5, 302.5, 302.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, better 35, 35, 35, 35, 7.5, 7.5, 10, 10, 10, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 3, 12.5, 12.5, 3, 12.5, 310, Troy 6, Troy 6.
2 Charlotte bull calves.
Oh. Sell that tag. One on this side, 250, 150 now 5, 150 now 5, 155, 60, now 5, now 70, now 5, now 80, 185, 190, 190, 190, 90, 185, lady, 94. Heaven $2, now 5. $2 money, 5. $2 now 5, 10. 210, 15, 20, 225, 230, 230 now 540, 240 now 550, 255, 260, 65, 260, lady, 95. $320 now 5. $320 on money 5. $320 now 5. $320 now 530. $330 5 $35 40. $340 now 5. $45. $340 Troy 45.
It was on 21. No, but no, it's 22.
250 now 5, 250 now 5. On the money now 5, 260, 5, 70, 5, 80, 285, 285, 85, 85, 285, 285, 280, lady 95.
Tucker and Black Cattle Company. 4 inches.
It's happening at 160 now 5. 160 on the money now 5. 70, 5, 80, 5, 190, 195, 95, $2, $5. 205, 10, 210, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 220, now 5, 30, 5, 40, 245, 250, 50, now 50, 250, 250, 250, 250, 245, Patterson. 2 horned ones, $2 now 5. $2 now 5, money 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 55, 40, 55, 50, 255, 265, 65, 265, horned ones, 265, 260, Patterson. Seven 360 now 5. 360 on the money 5. 70 5. 375. 375. 75 75 75 75 75. 370 lady 94. $1 now 5. $100 now 5. 10. 105. Okay, now look him over. 105. 110. $1 now 5. $1 5. You want to try him? 105 10. 105 10. 105 10. 105 10. 15. 20. 120. 115. Delatores. Is that right? Delatores. Hey, Brian, you didn't get that steer a while ago. Take one of both. 270 now 5. 270 on the money now 5. 275, 80, 280, 280, 285. 85, 90, 90, 90, 290 now 5. 95, 95, 95, 95, 95. $3, $3, $3, $5. $3, 10. 310, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 15, 20, 20, 320, 320, 315. Capital 5. On the black, yes, ma'am. Capital 5 on the scale. Sell the black one. $3 now 5. $3 on the money now 5. $3 5. $3 now 5. $3 5 5 5 5 5 $3. $3 Troy number 27. Got a steer. Red steer, 310, 15, 310, 15, 310, not 15, 50, 15, money 15, 310, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 335, 35, 35, 35, 35, 330, capital, 35.
Ward Hudson from Sonora. And there will be a cow in this.
All right, Hudson from Sonora, Texas. 335 now, 7.5, 335, 7.5, 337.5, wait. Okay, over there, many more going. 340 now 5, 340 now 5. 371 money 5, 340 now 5, 55, 50, 350 now 5, 355, 65, 370, 70, 70, 70, 70, 365 Drake number 6. Happening right here, 320, now 2.5. On the money, now 2.5. 322, 5, 25, 27.5, 327.5, 30, 330, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 25, 5, 5, 35, 37.5, 337.5, 40, 40, 40, 2.5, 42.5, 42.5, 42.5, 42.5, 340. Troy, number 27. Over there, $3 now, 2.5, and $3 now, 2.5. $3, 2.5, and 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, money, 2.5, 302.5, 5, 302.5, 302.5, 302.5, 5, 3.7.5, 3.10, 12.5, 15, 79, 20, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 30, 30, 327.5, Drake 6, Drake 6, sell the big one, 7.5, $4, $4 now 5, $4 now 5, money 5. Sell the big one, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50, 455, 60, 5, 465, 460, Troy, number 2. $5 now 5, $5 money 5, $5 now 5, 10, 15, 20, now 5, now 30, now 5, now 40, 5, 50, 555, 60, 575, 575, 570, EC 271. Boys, you like them. It's 7.5, 330, now 2.5, 330, now 2.5. Oh, what didn't it? Okay, mate, is your one a little bit off? Okay, hold the big one. 330, now 2.5. 330, 2.5, money, 2.5. 31, 331. Glenn, you do that, 331. 331, 31, 31, 31, 31. 330, Troy, number 1. Seven and a half, 310, 12, 310, 12, 310, 12, 310, 12, 310, 12, money, 12, 310, 12, 312, 312, 310, EC 61. $90 now 1. $90 now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 95, 96, 7, 98, 99. Dollar bill 1. Dollar 1, 2, 3. Dollar 3, 4, 5. Dollar 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dollar 12, dollar 12, dollar 12, dollar 13, 113, 113, 113, 14, 14, 14, 15, dollar 15, dollar 15, dollar 15, dollar 15, 114, Russell 6. Okay, owner said they should be open. If I know. Angelo. Agri Life Research. Four. What the other two look like, huh? Yeah, there's 4 of them.
What do they look like as far as, can you see any of the form?
So what are we doing?
We're gonna put them in a pen. We're gonna hold on to that ticket. When Ben comes back from noon, we'll know how to sell them. You're gonna be buying 4 head. So just make your ticket, 4 black cows. Leave the price at the bottom alone for now. And we gotta keep a bid price. Bid price.
Look up here.
Not a bid price down on the card. Take a picture of it. Yeah, take a picture. Hold on to that ticket.
New ranch.
We'll tell him we're gonna hold on to that ticket.
2 black ponies.
You just hang on to that ticket.
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna split them? He's
Yeah,
gonna
we're
split them and
Yeah.
Unless Javier wants to try 'em. How's his phone stay charged?
I mean, all day long.
23. Straight up. Got names to do. Travel around? I got 4 cows. Benny, I'm on the middle of page 23, Afterlife Research. Seller number 1763. 4 black cows. You see that? Page 23. We're holding that ticket. We'll get you that ticket before the sale's over, but we're holding on to it. Ticket number 3. Think about it. Javier, you want to try 'em? Pretty good chance.
Boys, I got 2 good kids. Anybody want to try them together? 1,700 and a half. 1,700 and a half. You're buying families right here. 1,700 and a half. 15 and a half. 16 and a half. 17 half. 1,800, 1,800, 1,800, 1,800, 18, 18 to 17 half, 1,800, 1,800, 1,800, 1,800, 1,750 Javier, 28.
All by themselves, Andy. All by themselves. There they are.
pork and Kelso.
Okay, so on $3 now, 2.5, 302 and a half, 2.5 money, 2.5, 302 and a 5, 305, 7, 8, 10, 12 and a half, 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 312 and a half, 310, lady number 95, lady 95. $3 now, 2.5. Seller black, $3, 2.5, money 5, 3.5, 302 and a 5, 305. Over there, 305, 305, 305, 305, 302 and a half, Troy, number 27. Lady 94. Lady 94. Little heifer. Heifer can 7 and 350 now 5. Money 5 and 350 now 5 and 60 5. 365 75 80 5 and 90 5 and 95 95 95. 390 now 5. $4 $4 395 Troy number 3. 7 and 155, $56, 155, money 6, 7, 7, $8, $8, $9, $9, 61, 1, 2, 62, 3, 4, 5, $6, $6, $7, $7, 8, $8, $8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 168 Lone Star. 168 Lone Star. Seven here, 155, $56, 155, $156, 55, $56, 4 months bred. 4 months bred. Weigh them to you. 155 on the money, 6, 7, 8, 58, 9, 159, 60, 1. Every 1, every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 167, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 70, 1, 2, 173, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 77, 8, 9, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 4, 85, 87, 87, 87, 8, 88, 88, 9, 89, 90, 90, 91, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 97, 98, 199, 99, $2, $199, lady 13. Lady 13, open cow, 160, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 70, 1, 170, Lone Star. Seven and 140, now 140, keep it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 151, 51, 51, 52, 53, 54, 5, 55, 6, 155, Lone Star. They're bred 4 months. Shorts and Brokes, 4 months bred. 155, 157, 155, now $7 money, 757, 55, 79, now 61, 3, 4, 5, 65, and 6, 166, $7, $7, $7, $8, $8, $9, $9, $9, 9, 168, $9, 9, 168, show 18, showed 18. Same deal, Shorts and Brokes, 4 months bred. 160, now 1, money, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8, $9, $9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 173, 4, 4, 4, 4, 173, Lone Star. She is open. 120, now 1. 120, hit it $1, money's down. 1, 2, 3, 23, 4. 125, 6, 7, $8, $9, $9, 9, 30, 131. 31, $1, 131. 130, Tom 1, Tom 1. 4 months bred. 160, now 1. On the money, now 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, $8, $9, $9, 70, 1, $1, 172, 173, 173, 4, 5, 75, 174, lady 13. Short, solid, 4 months bred. 165, $6. 165, money 6. 7, $8, $9, now 70, now 1, now 2, now 3. 73, 2, 3, 4, 5, 75, 6. 176, 176, $6. 175, lady 13. Open heifers. 270, now 2.5. 270, now 2.5. On the money, 2.5 and 5. 75, 7.5, 80. 280, 2.5, 82.5. 285, 285, 285, 285, 287.5. 287.5. 287 90. 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 290, 2.5. 5, 95, 95, 290, 2.5. JC. She is light bred, short, solid. 130, now 1. 131, money 1. 131, even 1, 31. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 30, 5, 6, 7, 38. 139, 139, 40, 41, 1, 2, 3, 3, 43, 142. Marty, number 37. Okay, two big ones, 280, now 209, 280, 209, 205, 85, 7, 90, 209, 95, 97 and a half, $3, 2.5, 3025, 7 and a half, 3, 7, 8, 10, 3, 310, 310, 310, 307 and a half, Nolan 27. One more coming, Andy. There you go. Having a here, having a 380 now 5. 380 on the money now 5. 385, 385, 385, 385, 380 now 5. 90, 95, $4, $4, $5, 405, 10, 410, 15, 20, 5, 425, 25, 420. Troy 4. Okay, boys, both of them a little crippled.
One's a little lopsided.
122,
122.
123. 122, money 3, 4. 124, now 5. 126, $126. $7, $7, $8, $8, $9, $9, 29, 30, 30, 31, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35, 35, 35, 134, Marty, number 8. Okay, one's got a bad bag. One straight-legged. Both of them 6 months bred. 138.39. 138 money 9. 38 9. 139 40. 140 now 1. Even 1 1 2 3 3 4. 45 45 45 6 47 $8 $8 $8 49 $9 49 49 49 148 Lone Star. 144 now 5. 144 now 5. Money 5 6 7. 47, 48, 49, 149, 50, 151, 151, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 55, 56, 57, 57, 57, 57, 156, Lone Star. Broke mouth cow 6 months bred. 150 now 1. 2 money 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 60 1 161 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 $8 68. I'm way up here. $68 $8 167 JC. You bet they will be bred to good bulls. 148, 49, $50, 150, 150, 150, 150, and now 50, $150 one, $1 two, 1, 2, 150, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $60, now 2, now 4, now 6, now 8, now 70, 2, 4, 76, 178, 80, 180, 182, 182, 84, 184, 184, 186, 186, 8, 188, 90, 190, 192, 192, 4, 194, 192, 94, 94, 94, 94, 94, 192, JC. Okay, they're light bred. Light bred, 155, 156, 155, money 6, 155, 6, 7, 7, 8, Broke mouth cows, 8, 9, 59, $60, $1, $1, $1, $1, $1, 2, 61, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 161 Lone Star. Okay. Four cows, 4 black cows. 133.34, 133 money 4. They say they have not had anything. 4, 34, 34, 35, 135, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 141, 2, 3, 4, 44, 3, 4, 5, 45, 44, 5, 145, $144, Marty 26. Got a 7. 150 now 1 2 4 6 8 $60 $160 now 60 now 2 4 62 4 6 8 70 bit 2 bit 4 6 78 80 bit 182 4 82 4 6 86 88 90 bit 2 bit 92 4 94 96 $196 68 98 now $2 $2 204 204 204 204 204 202 show 18 Showed 18. Open cow, 144.95. 144 money 5. 6, 7, 47, $8, $8, $9, $9, $9, 49, 99, 50, 1, 1, 2, 52, 3, 53, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 57, 57, 57, 57, 156, Lone Star. $165 now 70. 165, 75, 80, 180, 185, 190, 195, 195, $2, $2, 5, 205, 205, 205, 205, 205, 205, $2 Letty, number 0.
We already had our last card.
All right, got about a handful just came in, like 26 head of them. No. Rancher's cattle. Looky there.
Should be 5882. Kim Harrelson from Crane, Texas.
115, 16. 115, 116. 115, 16. 115, 16. 115, 16. 115, 16. $1 1. On the money and I won. 2, 4. 104, 105. 104, 95. 105, 5, 5, $5, $5. 104, Javier 11. Seller 150 now 1. 150 he would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 58, 59, $60. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, but 2. 161 Lone Star.
This is Ronnie Morgan. There's going to be a black bull and 15 black calves, and they've had an 8-way and pyramid and weighed 45 days.
All right, sell a good bull. Hello, bulls. Have it in 204 5, 204 205, 204 205 money 5, 205 205 6, 6 7, 278, 28 28 9, 99, 999, 58 9, 58 9, 208 Lone Star 1. Okay, there's 15 of these calves, and they've been weaned 45 days. They've had 8-way and pyramid. 45 days. Okay, there's 15 of them weaned 45 days, had 8-way and pyramid. Two more. 350 now 5. 350 now 5. 350 now 5. 350 on the money 5. 350 now 5. 355, 355, 60, 365, 365, 2.5, 360, 2.5, 360, 2.5, 360 Troy 5. Okay, so right here. It's 7.5, 320, now 5. 320, 2.5. Money, 2.5, 5. 25, 7.5. 330, 2.5. 35, 35, 37.5, 40. 340, 2.5. 45, 7.5. 53, 52.5. 52.5. 52.5, 52.5, 2.5. 350, Drake, 6. Drake, number 6. Seven in here, 340 now 5, 340 now 5, 340 now 2.5, 42 and 2 wean cattle, on money 2.5, 5, 45, 45, 45, 7.5, 350, 350, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 5, 7.5, 357, 60, 2.5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 360, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 365, Troy, 5. 7.5, 370 now 5, 370 now money now 5, 370 now 5, 5, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 370, Troy 25, Troy 25. Boys, heifers right off the deal, handle the same way, weighing 45 days, 8-way and pyramid. Okay, you buying 4 head. Nope. Buying 4 little ones. Watch it. Three big ones, 310, 12 and a half. 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 310, 312 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, $3.10. $3.10, 12 and a half, 15, 315, on scale, 315, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 15, 315, 312 and a half, shoat 6. $330, now 2.5. 330 on the money, now 2.5. 5, 35, 37, 337, 40, 340, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 3, 4, 7, 50, 50, 50, 50, 350, 350, 350, 347, Troy 1. Heifer kind, $3, now 2.5. $3 now money, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 17, 20, 2.5, 5, 27.5, 327, 30, 332, 2.5, 330, EC 5.5. $3, now 2.5. $3, now 2.5. $3, now 2.5. Money 2.5. $3 now 2.5. 5, 305, 37.5. 7.5, 7.5, 307.5. 305, EC 61. EC 61.
New deal. Some longhorn yearlings. Well, there's red Charolais and longhorn yearlings. It's only 3 head.
7.5, 150 now 1. 150 he would $1 1. Money 1. 151, 2, 3, 4, 5, 55, 55, 55, 55, 56, 56, $7, but $8, 58, 58, 58, 58, 58, 157, Marty, 45. Yarn them with the 4s. 45s and 4s together. Right here, 190 now 1. 190 he would $1 1. 90, money 1. 190, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 96, 97, 98, 99, $2, but 1, $2, 1, $2, 1, $1, 1, $2. Lone Star 1. It's happening. $155, $56, $7, $8, $158, 9, 62, 4, $2, 4, 6, $68, $8, 70, 170, 170, 170, 170, 168, Marty 44. One of both, $2.50 now 5, $2.50 now 5, $2.50 on the money now 5, 60, but a 5, but a 70, but a 5, but a 80, but a 5, but a 90, but a 290, 25, 99, 99, 90, 90, 90, 285, D&D 5. He wants a little one, D&D 5, sell the black spot. 230, now 2.5, 230 on the money, 2.5, 230, 2.5, 230, now 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 230, 2.5, 230, Troy, 8. Got a black bull, $3, 10, 15, 17.5, 315, 317.5, 317.5, 315, 317.5, 317.5, 315, 7 on the money, 17.5, 20, 320, 315, 17.5. You do that, 17.5, 315, Lady, 95. What?
Tell you. Okay, I think you're the last one here. I think. W.R. Milliken.
Milligan cattle. Several little steer. Oh, heifer, 330 now 5. Settle heifer, 330 on money 5, 40, 45, 345, 345, 50, 350 now 5, 355, 65, 65, 55, 360 Troy number 1. Got a steer, 310, 12 and a half. 3 money, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 15, 17 and a half, 20, 320, 2 and a half, 5, 25, 27 and a half, 327 and a half, 327 and a half, 325, Simpson 37. Well, I guess that's all. Thank everybody. Appreciate the visit. Thanks for being here. Be back next Thursday morning, 9 a.m.